Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are going to do a tour. This is the visitors entrance of the Train Railroad Museum in Milton, Florida. We're going to walk into the visitors entrance. We're going to look around a little bit here. Some artwork here. Some more information. A little bit of history of the town. They're doing a fundraiser. They have a lot of tourist information here.
At one point, this was divided. One side for the ladies.
Sorry for how that turned out in the office. A gentleman started talking to me and I was trying to stay focused on what I was doing, so I paused it there for a minute. I have not been in here at all, so everything you're going to see is everything I'm going to see at the same time. So this is, I can tell already, this is really well done. A lot of history here. Talks about Elijah S. Beasley. Some cool stuff if you're really into trains, and I just happen to know somebody that is. Little scale. Pan American. Okay. Try and let you see this. I'm not going to read it all to you. Let you see this. Talks about Florida-Alabama connection and the Gulf, Pensacola, Mobile, New Orleans. We're going to look at this side. Railway Express Agency. Railroad shipping and handling. Some really cool old-time pictures. The elephant's even getting in. That's cool. That's pretty wild. United States Postal Service here in Milton, Florida. They did a really good job. That's pretty cool. So this is, I'm going to give you a little panoramic view of this right here. See the mail bags. This is probably how, and there's some of the luggage, the old-time luggage. Really nice representation. See what else we have here. There's a train on time. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can get a better look at this. It'll probably tell you on this display here, but from what I understand, the train depot here burnt down and then it was rebuilt. So I'm going to go into this room here, see what we have. All right, hold on one second. This is kind of important because this deals with history. Okay, this is the reality of the old days, folks. I did not know this, so I just pause and just read this briefly. This is what they're calling the colored waiting room. So we're going to walk in here, look around a little bit, and the gentleman who's hosting here at the check-in area advised they also had separate windows for men and women. So it was divided into 3 different categories: colored people, women, and men. So we're going to take a look in here. This is real history, people. This is really what happened in our country. I'm going to back up a little bit. Here's an old wood burning stove, coal stove or something like that. See what we have here on the walls. And this is the check-in window for the people that were discriminated upon. Hopefully it's not too shaky. Kind of walking around, feeling it out with you guys. I'll show you something else here in a second. A Rough Rider, a president and a first lady celebrated figures ride the L&N. So here's some of the old time benches represented here in this museum in Milton, Florida. See the two dividers are missing right there. That's what it would have looked like right here. Okay, we're going into the next section of the museum, folks. All right, it's very rustic looking and it feels very real. Very real. I have a friend named Brian that would really appreciate this, probably more so than I do. A lot of the tools used. Look at that wrench. And as true to form, there is no 10 millimeter. Very nice showcases. Very nice showcases. So I'm going to show you just the wooden structure itself here in a second. There's the train, schedule, northward, remarks, southward, Georgiana, safety notice, some number there, maybe that was a number of a train or something like that. We're just going to do, just kind of show you the structure. Wow. Telephone, pay station. That is really cool. I know a payphone czar that would really, really appreciate that. Let me take a look in here. How cool is this? And they even show you the Morse code. The Morse code. I don't know how to do that. But sorry for the noise in the background. There's a roadway and they go across the railroad tracks. So there's different types of phone systems here, communication systems. Very nice. Very nice. So let me take a look over here, see if there's anything. That's probably just something more modern, obviously. It's plastic. Let's take a look over here. So we're looking here and some more literature. I saw some of these in the reception area, the check-in area. These are old seats. I imagine they were the types of seats that they used in the train. Let me see what this thing is over here on the wall. It says this is a deck light from L&G wooden coach. Corduroy, Wallace. All right, so I just asked a question and just got it answered. All these signs you see here, those were stops along the route, different depots. So I'm going to show you this over here real quick. Bonifay is another local area, not too far away. I'm going to show you what this is. Looks like, not sure what that is. Seating arrangement or something. Up here we have the railroad crossing. Here's Martin. It's another depot apparently. Some old pictures here. Look at that bell. That's worth a pretty penny. Looks like it's brass. Railroad crossing. Nina, it's another depot. Got all these old oil cans. These old lights. I should probably slow down a little bit. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get impatient. Very well represented here, in my opinion. I've never been in anything like this, but it looks really, really worthy. Some of the old-time wrenches I'm sure they use. Take a close-up of this. I wonder if that's for a coupling or something. Show you that real quick. It says it's track laying tools. Okay, so you see some different tools here in the case. L&N. Very interesting, very interesting. So I backed away a little bit just so you can get a better look. That tool display and what have you, they're actually on tracks. I didn't notice that initially. My friend Brian probably knows what each one of these units do. Real nice case here. More history. Coastal Machine Company. All right, so I'm going to show you more on the wall that we have missed here. Okay, this sign above says Royal American. Let me see what this last word says. Royal American Shows. So they had a, sorry about the blinking light there. Another stop called Geneva. Try and get out of the sunlight here. So this part is really nice. We're gonna hit pause for a second. Okay, I forgot to show you this part here too. It says it's the Railway Express Agency. There's a sign on this. I'm wondering if this is a casket. Yep, sure it is. Casket shipping container. Here it is. That's the real deal, folks. That's how they did it back in the day. So that's that. So now I'm going to show you the floor. It's kind of important, you know. You're definitely getting the full feel here. More of the tins. Here's some more of the the hand trucks, so to speak, for back in the day. Here's an old sign. It's kind of faded. It says, "Have you been hurt today?" Here's a cool sign. Maybe they're waiting to place those within the facility or something. I'm not really sure. I like the old barn-style door here. But just want to show you this floor here. This is really something else. Definitely a piece of history. Okay, I'm coming through the barn door. This will be the platform. Let's see, you can tour this. It looks to be like a two-car setup. Going to go inside. I have not been in here. Like I've told you, everything else on this tour I have not studied before. Okay, so this looks like this would be the kitchen area. the old time. Let me back up a little bit so you can get a better look. That's a modern split unit. These are somewhat modern. But this is the old style kitchen. I'll back off a little bit. Trying to do the best I can for a friend. These are more modern. I'm assuming they do events in here. That's probably why you see some of the modern facilities and what have you. You can see all this is kind of beat up from wear and tear from the old days. Okay, here you go. This explains it. Celebrate your next special occasion here in the dining car. Rental information available in the gift shop. So here we're going to go into what the rest of the car would look like. A little bit of history there. Folks in there working hard in the kitchen. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to lie to you. I've never really been a big fan of history, but I'm really enjoying this. This is something special. So this is, I'm going to show you down this one side and we're going to go down the other side. Basically all looks the same. There's another car out there I did not see previously. Looks like we can tour that as well. So this is the same going down that way. Okay, this is the section here showing you the types of silverware and plates and what have you that they used. Okay, this is the second car, and it had a sign on the window there saying it was the nuclear car. I'm not sure what's up with that, but we're going to take a look down here, show you the outside of this, best of my ability. Try and slow down a little bit here. Railroad crossing, 2 tracks. So that's that. See what this says. Okay, CSX. Transportation, no trespassing, West Florida Railroad Museum. Okay, assuming that's a caboose. We're going to go in, see what we can see. Okay, here we are entering what I'm assuming is the caboose here. Boy, this is really worn out. Well, you can imagine. So old as it is. There's the ladders. Definitely has a dingy smell, which you can expect. I'll show you this. I'm going to back up in this corner. Looks like a grab rail there that they had in the middle. I'm assuming that's what that is. Frisco Caboose, SL-SF 1102, built in 1927. Okay, the sitting area. All right. I'm going to hit pause, be right back. Okay, this is a separate, I'm going to call it an outbuilding. It's the model railroad display. I have not seen this either. Go in here, take a look, see what we have. Okay. Members and guests, let's take a look from the outside. We're going to look at these stickers first. But there's some value to some of these bits of history. Old time stove. All right, so I'm going to look in here, see what we can get. All right, we're just going to view this from the outside, try and give you some close-ups as much as we can. Gentleman in there doing his job, he's repairing something. You can see it's the little town.
Let me give you a brief on what we got.
Hold on one second. All right, sorry about that, folks. The host was talking to me. I'm sorry about the helicopter. Again, they're up all day, every day. So this is the representation of Milton. This is true representation during that period of time. And see the trains are active here. This is really cool, really cool. So everything on that far side is supposed to represent the Pensacola, and that's the Pensacola Depot over there is what I've been told. So this is really nice. Everything's down to scale. This building right here, I'm hoping you can see it without the glare. That was the front. That was the check-in area. That's the platform. That's the cars we went into. The car. That building is no longer here, according to him. And he was telling me too much stuff, and it didn't seem like he wanted to be filmed. But he was trying to tell me a lot of history, and I don't remember half of what he told me, but just trying to show you. It's a really cool setup. Really cool setup. Let's see what else we can get into. Okay, now we're outside on the other side. This is basically 3 cars, or a caboose, and one other car in this platform rig. I don't know. I guess that's considered a car too. I don't know. Let's see if this caboose differs from the other one we were in. Show you this up close. Railroad crossing sign. Gonna walk up on this here. I'm gonna hit pause real quick. All right, we're in this caboose. See how it differs. Just typical standard bench seating back in the day, I'm sure. See if these are restrooms or lockers. Yeah, wow, look at that. Restroom. And that's just a locker, closet. Okay, so here we are. I'll show you from this angle. Here's a couple of bench seats. Assuming these are like footrests. Same thing here. I guess maybe you could turn the seating around or something. I don't know. I don't know why you have the footrest in the back. It's like a car of some, or excuse me, a car, yeah, phone. Assuming that's a coal stove. It's like some type of beverage dispenser. Talks about the caboose. Let's see what this is. Okay, that's basically the electronics room. This is identified as fuel. There's fire extinguishers and chairs. I think that's going to end it for today, folks. Thanks for coming along.